Hi, welcome back to our short series on love and lovability, the virtues necessary for friendship. So, we looked last time at the fact that true friendship is based not on emotions, passing emotions, which are very fragile, very fickle, but rather a firm decision, which we could call a commitment. One thing that's very important about friendship is that it's mutual. You think of a handshake. These are expressions sometimes of friendship. Handshake or a kiss. Obviously, a handshake requires two right hands. A kiss requires two sets of lips. So one hand is being shaken back by the other hand. One set of lips is being kissed back by the other set of lips. So it's just impossible to have friendship which is not mutual. Or another way of putting that is, you cannot be friends. You might like a person. If they don't like you at all, there's no friendship. So it's that mutual, it's reciprocal. So that's a very important thing. So one must love or like a person, but also be loved or liked in turn by that person. There's something perhaps we don't think about very much. And again, thinking perhaps of spouses, but any friends that we have. That in a sense, something we can do, okay, obviously we can love a person, but also we can try to make their job of loving us easier. This is what we call amiability or likability. A person who's likable, it's easy to like them, or amiable, same thing. It's easy to like that person. They make the job easy. And especially where there is a commitment to friendship, as in the commitment of a married couple and so on. And you could say they're kind of stuck with each other. And therefore, it's particularly important for them to make it easier, a pleasant task to be with that person, make the friendship easy. Because there's a great danger if friends, including husbands and wives, just simply take the love or the friendship of their spouse or their friend for granted. Kind of saying, well, you're committed to me as my spouse, you're committed to me as a friend, and therefore I don't do anything to kind of make that easier for you. And that's a little bit unfair, perhaps. True, they are committed, but it's a great act of charity to make that commitment less onerous. Make it easier. And there is a lot that we can do to make the task of loving us easier. There's a lot of virtues that we can work on that just make us more pleasant for others. Again, more amiable, or more lovable, or more likable. So this is, you could say, the whole virtues of cordiality, of cheerfulness, of refinement. It's a whole load of many of the virtues. I suppose in a sense, maybe all the human virtues make a person more amiable. And so a big part of our struggle should be the struggle to improve our own character, to work on those things that one way or another we suspect, or we know for sure, are kind of deficient in our character, and therefore just make it that little bit harder for another person to like us. Things, rough edges that we have, brusqueness, maybe things that have even kind of crept in over time, because, well, these things can, we can get crusty with age, and these things, we weren't crusty when we were 10 years old, but maybe when we're 60 years old, we become a bit crusty. So these are things that it's very good for us to have an eye out for, and especially not just to improve ourselves for our own sake, but to improve my character so that those people who live with me, especially again thinking of a spouse, that it's not so hard to be our friend, to love us. The book of Sirach in the Old Testament has a very simple observation, but it says, pleasant voice multiplies friends, and a gracious tongue multiplies courtesies. So it's kind of a similar thing. A pleasant voice. In other words, not just the nice timbre of the voice, but just saying nice things, pleasant words, cheerful tone, witty conversation, all that kind of stuff multiplies friends. It kind of begets, produces friends. And then the greatest tongue multiplies courtesies. It's very attractive. It makes a person amiable, likable. And so, anyway, we could be thinking of that. That is something in friendship where we can do an awful lot to assist the other person, to assist my friend, to assist my spouse in the task that they have of loving me. I give you thanks, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask you for help to put them into effect. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.